I want to welcome everybody. We're here at the podcast studio for Venture X in 8 Campus Drive in Parsippany, New Jersey. We just started the Extra Mile podcast inside of the studio, and this is going to be for Network Lead Exchange, which is a networking group, and we have the owner or the president of Network Lead Exchange in the Parsippany facility here is Mahendra Gourier. Mahendra, I want to welcome you, and I want to thank you for coming on and allowing us to interview you regarding Network Lead Exchange.
Yep. Thank you, Bruce. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Well, I thanked you, but more importantly, I want to let everyone know the value of Network Lead Exchange, and I think that you can provide some insight as to why Network Lead Exchange actually came about, okay, and also why you brought Network Lead Exchange into Venture X here in Parsippany.
That's interesting because that's my own experience. When I opened up Venture X, the hardest part was to bring in people, to get customers, to find customers, where to go and get them, how to go and get them. You have all kinds of marketing methods, but I think the best one is the one, word of mouth is the best. Someone refers to you, a customer, I can show that's a golden thing to happen. So, and the concept of Network Lead Exchange, again, comes from the United Franchise Group, and they introduced me, once I bought my Venture X, they also introduced me to Network Lead Exchange. Austin Titus, the president, he actually spoke to me quite a few times, and that's when I got bought in. But again, it's an enormous value to what I'm doing. It's a very good combination with the Venture X and the Network Lead Exchange. It brings lots of value both for Venture X members as well as Network Lead Exchange members. So you get an enormous pool of folks that you can interact with and eventually get your leads and be able to do better business. And Network Lead Exchange, like every other amenity, that's what I put a lot of thought into, what all amenities that we can provide our members. And I think Network Lead Exchange is an enormous benefit. And I'm really glad that Bruce has agreed to be the president of my Network Lead Exchange chapter. He's brought in all of our members currently, that we are about 12 or 13 within a span of, I would say, a few weeks. And we are on a high growth trajectory, I would say.
Trajectory, not tragedy, not tragedy.
Trajectory.
It's okay. That's okay. But Mahendra, more importantly, I think you actually produced the 1-2 punch in business success, because you had a facility, you had Venture X, which allowed you to rent space by the hour, by the day, by the week, by the month, by the year, or eternity for that matter, okay? And then you coupled that, okay, with bringing in a networking group, Network Lead Exchange, okay? And then you went above and beyond and you installed this beautiful podcast studio, right, okay, to allow businesses to do podcasting. And podcasting is on the rise significantly in many different businesses. So I think you get kudos, okay, for not only strategizing, but actually completing the full circuit of business and bringing everything together under one roof. So I got to tell you that.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Bruce. I really appreciate it. And all these things happen because of folks like you, like Bruce, and everyone that walk in, give me ideas, help me with everything, and become a part of it. So everyone becomes a part of it, and that's the beauty of all these things. You walk into the space, you're free to walk in. You can talk to anyone at any time. If you're free, anyone is free, you can talk to them. You would be able to share your ideas, and that's what we are all about: community and an easy amenity for everyone. So that's and it goes both ways.
No, absolutely. But what do you feel? And again, I have my take on this, but why did you choose Network Lead Exchange over, let's say, another networking group?
Network lead exchange, the real reason is because one is the technology behind it is I don't think there's anything comparable, and also um, the able you're able to incentivize for your leads. So that was one of the biggest thing for me, because that's a big draw for anyone to give you a lead, because they get incentivized in the process, and that's the biggest thing that kind of drew me to this. And I thought that was a real beneficial, and it would I would say you would be able to streamline your transactions. So you know exactly when you give someone a lead, when the lead goes through, the amount of um, what do you say,
The amount of time.
the amount of time and all
Right.
that stuff,
Right.
and 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 you're able to track all these things in your on an app, on your phone, on anywhere that
Right.
you
No,
want
no.
to.
I,
So
I,
so
I
that's
don't disagree. I
yeah.
don't disagree. I just wanted to hear from you, because you made a wise choice. You made a good choice. And I can back and support everything that you're saying, because it clearly is a separator in the networking, because people today, spend a lot of time networking. Okay. And I think that they have to put some type of an ROI into their networking. Okay. And there's other organizations out there which are very successful, and they do a great job, okay, as far as networking goes. But you're absolutely right with the unique component of being able to provide a reward or compensation for a lead. And not everybody can do that. There's people in the finance field, there's realtors, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's not for everybody. It
Yeah.
is not for everybody,
Yeah.
but it's clearly a separator.
Yeah.
And do you see yourself growing? I mean, this is you started one franchise for Network Lead Exchange.
Right.
Do you see yourself getting a second or a third?
Definitely.
Okay.
And the same goes with the Venture X as well as with Network Lead Exchange. It's like, once you're in it, you want to grow it. And the company behind United Franchise Group is very helpful. And apart from that, the idea, the thought, and the benefit that it brings everyone, that's the motivating factor in doing more. Of course, Network Lead Exchange is going to grow, and we're going to do more chapters as well. So, yeah.
Terrific. Well, look, Mahender, I want to thank you very much for taking this time here and letting me interview you for Network Lead Exchange. Why don't you tell anybody that's listening to this exciting new the Extra Mile podcast, how they can get in touch with you, or to help to come and visit Network Lead Exchange or join Network Lead Exchange?
So to visit Network Lead Exchange, of course, you can come to my Venture X location, 8 Campus Drive, Suite 105, Parsippany, New Jersey, and ask for me. Or you can go on to networkleadexchange.com and look at our Parsippany location. Um,
Oh, there's one thing that I forgot to ask you. When does Network Lead Exchange meet?
so the other good thing about Network Lead Exchange is we have our weekly remote meetings or Zoom meetings every Tuesday at 3 p.m. We have and every third Tuesday at 5 p.m. we have our in-person at our Venture X at 8 Campus Drive, Suite 105, Parsippany, New Jersey. So, but again, there is no strict rules and regulations as to strict attendance, and there's no one taking attendance, but it is definitely beneficial if you're able to attend meetings, interact with folks, and you definitely can continue your conversation via the app or remotely as well. So
Well, I've been to the live events here on the third. It's the third Tuesday of every month from 5 to 7, and I must say you put on a pretty good spread here. I mean, and it's
you.
exciting too, because there's always a guest speaker. There's
Yeah.
always a lot of exciting conversation that goes on. Absolutely, and
Yeah.
and a lot of good people show up.
and lots of fun. Yeah.
Lots of fun. You got that right. All right, Mahendra, I want to thank you very much again for starting this whole thing and giving us the opportunity to join. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Thanks.